What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Monday. We are live, and my God, this setup. All right, let me talk to you about this setup. So, as you can see behind me, there's quite a bit of boxes. I'm doing a little redecorating down here in the basement. So, there's going to be slight changes. I'm just maneuvering things around. These bookshelves were not here before, they used to be over here and my desk used to be over there, so it's a little different. I'm trying to offset a little, well, not offset, but I'm just trying to change things around. Um, my wife is helping me trying to kind of like redesign the space down here, hopefully to make it a little bit better. But um, behind me, you might see boxes from time to time as I move stuff around. So I'm sitting at a table where most of um, my wife does a lot of like her sewing or her arts and crafts stuff, which is perfectly fine. Um, so we're kind of sharing this space that I have going on here, and I had to install the microphone and putting it somewhere and more lighting somewhere else. It's crazy, but I appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys for hopping in. Let's see who's here. Mark Rose, what's up, man? How you doing? Unboxing art. What's up, man? How are you? Eddie's here. What's going on, Ed? Collecting Havoc. What's up, man? Fashionably early. Look at you. NJ Tree. What's up, man? Turkey Week live stream. It is, right? We got Thanksgiving coming up. I actually went out to do a little bit of grocery shopping, and it was madness. I went to like Costco and Giant, and my God, I cannot believe the amount of people that are on the road, one, and in the stores. I could barely move around. It was horrible, horrible. No turkey from me, only barbecue and tamales. Nice, very nice. Ski Raider, what's up, man? How are you? Jason, what's going on, man? Benny's here too. What's up, man? Four Feathers, how are you, sir? Let's see. Fearless Heart Mark, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Pro Alio's here. What's up, man? Greg's here too. Look at those boxes. That's right. Look at those boxes. Those boxes is just my regular stuff that I have to just try to incorporate back into here. Rated M. What's up, man? Sean Beatty's here too. Whoa, what happened to my mouse? Oh, Sean Beatty. What's going on? Manic Mike. You did not miss much. Just introductions. That's all. We're working on getting through what we may have planned tonight. Has anyone tried to see if Pulse Cyber Monday code works on items not listed? Oh, I don't know. I haven't tried. I did order today though. I had to. Disavowed. What's up, man? And I think we got caught up. We are caught up. Look at that. Look at Greg. Disavowed you. Legion's Con celeb. Man, he had a blast. I know he did. Let's see. All right. So, yes, we had Legion's Con the previous weekend. Incredible weekend. I was very happy. Thank you to Unboxing Art for being my partner that weekend. I hope you enjoyed yourself just because toy shows, cons, they're incredibly fun, especially when you get to meet everyone in the community that you've been talking to for years. It's that kind of fun. It's awesome. Oh, yeah, I am going to drink tonight. Oh, you know what? The Eagles are on. The Eagles are on. I have no idea what the score is, if there is a score yet, but I know they're on Monday Night Football. So, cheers, everybody. I did a little bit of toy hunting this week. I will have a video, I hope tomorrow. I have it most of the time ready. It's just me trying to actually get it rendered and then uploaded. That's a pain in the butt. it's a real pain to do all that stuff. But we can. I'll get through it. I still have quite a bit of footage to get through, but I know all of it's going to pretty go smoothly. But this week when I went out, it was it was very light. I didn't see anything new. I did find some stuff. Best Buy clearance, which is crazy. Best Buy clearance, right? What in the hell can we find at Best Buy? Benny found some stuff at Best Buy. I found some stuff at Best Buy, so I had to pick it up. I'm still hitting Ross. Ross is just a bane to my existence right now, just trying to hit as many Ross stores because of that damn Viper 3 pack. Um, Target, apparently Target's been what? They've been hitting that. Well, no, some stores have put out that Spider-Man No Way Home wave, but they got street dated, so they're register locked at Target till this Sunday. But everyone's starting to find them at Walmart. So if you guys were looking for that Spider-Man No Way Home wave, try Walmart. I tried today, didn't get anything. No, I didn't see. So it sucks. Definitely sucks. Saw a little bit of restocks, but nothing that I was really looking for. So my wallet was happy for once. Manic Mike, I'm debating on the Veteran William on special. Yes, it's an awesome figure. I would recommend it if you like that stuff. Don't get it because of, if you feel like you need it because everyone else has it. No, don't do that. But if you like a werewolf that you can have two different options with in terms of dressing them up, do it. What are all those boxes from? It's just me redecorating the basement. I There's a whole area here that's being redecorated, and I had to just pack stuff up and kind of consolidate them in this space of the basement. So that is what all the boxes are. Uh, yes, I did. Yes, you did, Benny. Very good job hunting. What was it, yesterday? Yeah. Collecting Havoc. Rosses are a desert. Like, yeah, but at least you have an area where you can shop them all in one shot. Did you do well at show? I did well. I there are times where you hope that you did better, but I did make more than what I paid for my table. So I feel as if that was a win, that I at least made the money back from my table. So I'm happy with that. I'm extremely happy that that happened, and I was more happy with the people that I met throughout the show and the people that were just taking pictures of my stuff or video of my stuff. That was truly awesome. And just the positivity from everybody is crazy. It was crazy at that show, and everyone there was awesome. Lucas, what's up, man? How are you? Uh, Ross hooked me up, definitely hitting some more stores this week. Nice. Omega Weapons here. What's up, man? Looking for the new Spidey and the new Joes. Yeah, the new Joes are hitting Target too. This is what I'm saying. I I would assume this is West Coast. Like West Coast is seeing that stuff first, which is why I'm all excited looking in my areas when I know it's probably they won't get it till the next week or the week after. So we'll see it around. I'm hoping that when I do see them, um, there are plenty available. Uh, man, let's see. James is here. What's up, man? How you doing? Um, who else is here? Making your money back on your table is always good, especially for your first time. Yeah, exactly. That was probably like my main goal, just to make the money back, um, and it felt really good when it did. Because I did that all on Saturday. Sunday was now let's make some money. Technically, will you do it again next year? That's a good question. I will. I will do it again next year, and I already talked to Jeremy from the Four Horsemen, and I already secured my spot. So they are getting ready early. So they have been contacting all of the previous vendors, basically everyone that exhibited at Legion's Con this year. They've already contacted most of them, I think. I was one of them, and I told them, yes, put me down. I will do it again. So I will be there next year. KJ Smith, what's up, man? How are you? Let's see. Who else? Who else? Chicago Manic Mike. That's it. I'm getting the Veterinarium not because of pressure. So, uh, you'll enjoy it, man. It's actually a really nice figure. I want to swap the feet with the toe joints, but it's kind of big for the final swing spider. Oh, that's a neat idea. Um, so let's see. I need to share my page so I can get to Toy Arc for a moment. Uh, with what's been going on toy news wise, there's a lot. There was a lot with, of course, with the Four Horsemen last week showcasing that new wave. There was Tamashi Nations. My God, they had some kind of toy show over in Asia, and wow, they just revealed a ton of stuff. Crazy looking stuff too. McFarlane, as always, showing us some newer stuff here and there. Diamond Select, I think, showcased a little bit of stuff there. It's nuts, a lot of stuff. So let's see. Let me see if I can share my screen because I had it set up before, but I think it just timed out, and that's why I had to just fix the way I was working with. Let's see. There we go. And add scene. Cool. I need to try and, well, we can do this. I think we can do it like this. This is just showing the main screen though. Here we are. No, I don't want to do that. Let's do it like this. Let's just do it like this. So on Toy Arc, as always, oh man, I gotta flip this around. There we go. Okay, so with Toy Arc, Boss Fight Studios, which of course we haven't heard that name in a while, or at least, well, they had their new 6-inch skeleton figures, which is actually really cool. I know some of them were actually really cool looking, but it wasn't what I was into just because of Mythic Legions. I enjoy the skeleton figures a lot from Mythic Legions, but Boss Fight is doing some Fraggle Rock figures, which is wild. Um, I never thought of that, but I haven't heard of Fraggle Rock in a long time. So seeing this is so crazy looking. Let's see, Sean, they need to come to Canada. They would sell everything. I'm enjoying it. Well, it's funny. Do you know how many? There is a lot of people from Canada that came down to New Jersey. They enjoyed it a lot. Uh, let's see. Who else? Massive crossing. Really? Tamashi is coming hard for wallets with this new Dragon Ball Naruto One Piece previews. They are. It's so crazy. But a lot of it is also just repaint, I guess. But there are new figures. I'm not doubting them for that. But I know I could pass on a few of them. Can't believe all of the statues McFarlane's. Yeah, what in the hell? That I remember seeing that stuff the previous week. Uh, Boss Fight making some nice wrestling figures. Oh yeah, that's right. They do those, which I'm surprised to see them at GameStop as well. Frog Rock hits me right in the nostalgia. That's awesome. T3 Collects. What's up, man? You found Earl. Wow, and the baby. Nice. I'm sure at Target. I would assume it's at Target. Uh, let's see. All right. So she's looking them up as we speak. What is she looking up? Did I miss a comment? Yeah, Fraggle Rock. Look at this. Some of these look really good. I mean, the only boss fight studios that I have is what was it? Oh, Bucky O'Hare. Yeah, that's what I have. These small little figures, though, if they can articulate well, then I get it should work. I mean, they did well with the Bucky O'Hare figures, so I would assume this would be just the same. So not too bad. It looks it looks good. Let's see, and then DC Multiverse, as always, some teaser images, which we did see some of these before. We saw, of course, we saw Wonder Woman, we saw Steel, but Robin from DC versus Vampires and Owlman from Forever Evil. That was a surprise. So they're doing, or they McFarlane's doing Forever Evil now, which is crazy. Um, I wonder what figures they're going to have on that. Walter, what's up, man? How you doing? It was good seeing you last week. I missed you. I know you had your photo op going on, but I couldn't get away from my table. So uh, it was great to see you again. Let's see. So yeah, Owlman, DC Multiverse. This one, I'm assuming, is just a repaint because because we have the gray and black one from the Starro Build a Figure. So I think there's some subtle differences, but we'll see what happens with it. I'm good, just hanging out. I know I was kind of busy. You were not kind of busy. You were like incredibly busy. I'm surprised, like you didn't sleep for a whole day, man. Rock star. That's what it is. um, I even thought, like, me and unboxing art, we're trying to think like we should just get our Walter the Mad figures signed, but we're like, we can't even. We would have to like get in line or get some kind of fast pass because we're exhibitors to get your signature. Because it was funny seeing that line you had. He was so busy at Legion's Con. Yep. Uh, GZ, what's up, man? Ryan Lee, what's going on? Hope that Owlman gets released in Canada. The last one, it didn't. That's interesting. I had no idea that the Starro wave didn't make it to Canada. That's unbelievable. I would have never thought that. It was only 5 hours of people waiting in line to say hello. Right? That's so funny. Uh, this deal should have been Vac Metal. I agree with you with that because he would look so much better if it like shined. It would have looked really, really good. I mean, this sculpt actually looks really good too. I'm just saying there could have been something that can be better with this. And to be honest, I don't even think there's going to be any, let's say, any additional accessories. This is still looks good. It looks really good. Um, I'm very curious to see. Now, I don't have the Mafex version of it. Um, it's just I know with McFarlane, his sculpts still are nice. So I wouldn't know the difference between the two. And then the Robin. This Robin, I can't recall how he really looked in the comics because he, I don't get the skin tone that he has here. I just feel as if he it it needs to change a bit because even with the other vampire figures, their skin tone is completely different. But yeah, with Robin, he looks basically like he just turned or something, and he's still alive in a way. That's the best way I could say it or describe it. It's crazy. Um, the Wonder Woman, I think the Wonder Woman still looks good. I feel as if the face changed from the previous image that was shown to us. I'm not too sure. And in the skin tone actually has a very different. It has it has some blemishes. It actually has some like pink tones to it, especially around the knees, and you can see that from the knee joints. It's much lighter within the knee joint versus the outside. It there's definitely it's nice that he actually added some like different blemishes on the skin tone, but I know when you start articulating it, it's going to be a little weird. It's going to throw it all off. Let's see. I'll be using a chrome sharpie. Do it. I would love to see that. Let's see. Walter and you still needed to walk around and find things to pick up for you and your son. And Jasper. Uh, the Robin is bad. Yeah. Skin tone needed to be like Green Lantern. That yeah, see, Green Lantern. That would have been a perfect example. Daywalker, yeah. You could say that as a daywalker. But that like I didn't read DC versus vampires. So I'm not exactly sure what Robin's role was in that whole storyline. Ed, the Wonder Woman fig is the only one I want from this wave. But 30, yeah, 30, because it's the collector's edition versions. I was actually taken aback when I saw them at the other collector editions that came out recently and that they were $30. And I was like, wow, that's expensive. I mean, no one asks for a DC pedestal for the card, which is funny as an accessory to have, but that's what he throws in there. Let's see. Looks like she has butterfly joints. She does. It's nice to see that. I think what was it? Superwoman had butterfly joints too. Let's see here. Brian King, what's up, man? How you doing? So that's was the recent news of McFarlane. Oh yeah, Amazon had some crazy Black Friday deals this past weekend. I did not get anything. Um, I'm very surprised with the amount of stuff that they had that was on sale. A lot of it was like 25% off, maybe 30% off. It's not bad. Um, some of it was actually easy pickups for quite a few, especially for some of the stuff. Because I remember seeing some of the X Men wave, the X Men '97 wave, and that was like $17 for a figure, which is actually pretty cool. And let's see, even this, there's quite a bit. See this? I would have once again that 5 pack is on sale for $87.49, which is much better than the what was it, the $130 price. I would have picked it up, but I didn't. I passed on it again. Absolutely passed on it again. I'm gonna just wait and see. Um, I still want that 5 pack though. I'm just saying. There's always some good stuff going on. A new Hot Toys Ahsoka, which I expected them to do Ahsoka white. Really, really cool to see that. Uh, there is, I think they had an image where it was a good comparison of the first and this new one. And I was actually surprised with the update on the face. Here we go. That's a big difference from how they did the first Ahsoka and now the new Ahsoka. It is a very improved update to the way they made this hot toy. I'm impressed. So that's really cool. It's it's definitely unfortunate for those that got the original Ahsoka because the new one is by far a better version. It's definitely a much better version. It's really cool. Let's see. The Marvel Legends stuff sold. I wanted sold so fast. I don't blame you, man. I know that happens. Lucas, I want the Strike 5 pack. Did that go on sale too? I know Hasbro Pulse had it on sale at some point. Chad Kinsler, what's up, man? But yeah, the Hot Toys, man. Hot Toys looks so good. Rosario Dawson. God, I was trying to remember their name. Diamond Select actually has some new pre-orders for quite a bit, and statues, of course, which their gallery statues have always been one of my favorites because they're so affordable and they do so many good characters on their galleries. But let me see if I can get to some of the images. And there's also the figures because there's the Jean Claude Van Damme figure, um, Dungeons and Dragons. I don't even know the name of that. Look at this trooper. So some of the busts are awesome, really cool. So Diamond Select also Gentle Giant Studios. Gentle Giant usually does a lot of the statue based collectibles. Uh, what was this? Invincible figures. And here's some Jean Claude Van Damme figures, which is the articulated version. So this, I think these are just a couple shots. I remember seeing them at New York Comic Con. So there are different head sculpts and I believe different hands that you can do. And there's a different figure. There's one that he's wearing a gi, and then there's one that's what was it? Um, oh my god, what movie was that? Where where he had the oh, I cannot remember the name. Um, yes, but Diamond Select is doing the Jean Claude Van Damme figures. Cyclops. Oh, they're continuing the animated series versions. That's cool. Thrawn. This this is always funny to me. I remember seeing like a ton of these Chewies, the plush dolls at Disney when I was there. Lewis, thank you. Bloodsport. My God, I cannot believe I couldn't remember that name. Trinity, Donatello. Look at that. So yeah, quite a bit. Yeah. Honest question: what is the draw of statues, full body pose statues versus an action figure? Um, Depends on the statue. Okay, so for me, for my own opinion, um, I collected statues as an adult. I collected statues more than I collected action figures because when let's see, I guess when I was in college, I collected a lot of like anime statues or Kotobukiya statues. Um, I preferred that because in my mind, I didn't like to break up the sculpt from articulation. It didn't look good for me because it was I preferred like a seamless artistic rendering of a statue, no matter what the size. It could have been 1/10 or 1/8. I could have easily enjoyed the scale of a statue as long as I enjoyed the artistic style of how that statue was done. Um, at, of course I had action figures when I was a kid, but I guess when I grew up and I was in college, um, I started seeing statues a lot more eye appealing to me, and I bought a lot of them. And at the same time, when I enjoyed anime a lot in college. There were really no action figures for for anime, and if there were, you can kind of remember some of the old Bandai figures where it was just like those 5 points of articulation, and I did not like that. It just didn't look right to me. And a statue could do everything that I wanted even though it was a static pose, I enjoyed the sculpt so much better. I just didn't care for articulation. But now, the way figures are done now, articulation doesn't bother me anymore. And at the same time, statues could only give me that one pose. And when I started venturing off into action figures, I enjoyed them more because now I had options, options to change the hands, of course, change the pose, maybe change the head sculpt. So that was my draw back into action figures because it was changing. Action figures looked incredible. They started using um, different technology on face sculpts, which is a huge improvement. So that is what brought me back into action figures because I can do so much with them more than a statue. Uh, Granted, I still like statues. It just has to depend on who the character is. Uh, Joe, what's up, man? Don't forget about Universal Soldier. Yeah, that was from, what was it, Hiya Toys? Hiya Toys is doing the 6-inch figure. I love my statues, especially my G.I. Joe Legends in 3 dimensions. Yeah, exactly. The G.I. Joe gallery pieces, very true. Another Jean Claude movie, uh, Double Team. Oh, really? I had no idea. Oh, wait, I remember that. I thought you meant. I was thinking that there's another one that's coming. No, I know what you mean. Let's see. Let's see what else was there. And I think I know. Yep, Thanksgiving figure, the Spawn mega figure. So, oh, here's Tamashii Nations. I wonder what images they're going to have on here because they had quite a bit. They absolutely had quite a bit of stuff, as you can see. Some of them I didn't care for, but we will see. Do they have any of the outlandish stuff on this list? No. that's that's funny. Uh, let's see. They only focused. Well, Toy Arc only focused on these figures here. So there's the Aquaman. There's the Flash. That's really late. Aquaman, no, they're not late on that, but Flash is really late. I'm surprised they even still wanted to put it out, but I guess there you go. They have the Flash figure out. It looks okay. It looks very sparkly, but I don't know what kind of texture that is. The texture is so weird, and it's very different from the mask, because the mask looks like it's just glossy, while the suit is this. There's texture all over it. So that's a weird choice they made. I don't understand the point of that. Rebel Moon, Rebel Moon figures. So that's pretty cool. I'm surprised right off the bat, soft goods. It looks good though. That soft goods looks really nice. I don't even know these characters. This is Jimmy, new Captain Marvel, which is, I guess they could do another Captain Marvel. I don't know why, but they are. And if they're doing Captain Marvel, I'm going to assume they're going to do Photon and Miss Marvel. It would only make sense to me that they should, but I don't know if they will. Does it look good? I think it looks a little bit better than the previous one, but that's for those MCU collectors that like their SH Figure Arts Marvel characters. In stores April. Look at this. This surprised me. Very, very much surprised me. Do I want it? It's possible. It depends on what they are going to include with this. If I can only hope that Spider Punk comes with his head sculpt. That would be absolutely awesome. Wisconsin Watch Guy, what's up, man? Thoughts on the Super 7 sales? Seems like a good deal and a good opportunity to start a line like Joe's or Turtles. I think the Super 7 sales came out of nowhere and they were really good. If you wanted to try out Super 7 figures from what was it, from BBTS or Entertainment Earth, go for it. I am not one to I'm not one to get them. As awesome as their presentation is, I just don't like this. I'm not going to say I don't like the scale of it. I don't. It doesn't bother me that the figure is taller because I still consider them their own lineup. Because if I start collecting Super Seven, then that's their own like shelf. I won't expect to mix Super Seven characters with Hasbro characters because they're absolutely in a different scale. I can't I can't control that. Uh, but the sales, absolutely. That's so much. The sales were so good because the regular price of Super 7 is like 55 or higher. To get those figures at $30 or less, that's pretty awesome. Um, Even to cherry pick from, that's a really good deal. So, by all means, if you were interested in the first place, go ahead and try it out. I don't see any problem with trying them out, especially at that price. Uh, Rumor is SH Figures is well, yeah. I've been playing the long game on the Tamashii Nations Kakashi Kakashi figure. Either way, I would say $50 is awesome. I bought it when it was $50. Um, it's a great figure. I mean, I love when SH Figure Arts does anime related characters because there's so many options. They come with like 3 to 4 different faceplates, every single hand that you can think of. Accessories are great too. It's really nice. So if you have any other Naruto figures, Kakashi will go great. Da, da, da. Mr. S, what's up, man? How you doing? Blue Sasquatch, what's up, man? How you doing? Of course, it's live. It's always live. Let's see who's here. I dig that Spider Punk. Uh, Benny, I love my statues. Wish had more space for them. I just received today my G.I. Joe Gallery diorama with timber. Oh, that's awesome. Plus, I have all the others that they make. Nice. That's really cool. Brian, you're. Oh, man. Good luck to you, sir. The only Super 7 figs I had interest in weren't being discounted. Oh, wow. Okay. I'll grab the Captain Marvel. Well, that's good. I know you would enjoy it, Dan. That's really how it all depends on the person that wants those figures. Uh, let's see. Robert's Infinite Realms. What's up, man? How you doing? I just got the Super 7 bat for 20. Nice. And still feel he's overpriced. That's my thoughts on Super 7 in a nutshell. That's crazy. Is that the blue bat or the black one? Because I know they had two different versions, but even so, with us collecting the Hasbro versions, it's so hard to jump into Super 7. That's a whole different look. It's an absolutely different look. It's animated in if that's what they were going for. It's completely animated. Uh let's see. I didn't know that you dabble in ninjutsu, Archie. Little bit. You got the black one. Gotcha. It's extremely for them to charge the $55 price. I get it if it's a ton of accessories, in which they do. Super 7 has a ton of accessories for you to play with. But when they don't have a ton of accessories, sometimes that $55 price is crazy. Or if it's a small character, I just felt as if it's not worth it to me. Let's see. So Spider-Punk, I expect this Spider-Punk to have a lot of accessories, and I really hope it definitely comes with his head sculpt because that would be awesome. I forgot what this Imperial Commando, the star. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've seen a trooper. Imperial Armored Commando. There you go. The speeder bike. Let's let's hope that those come through. Yeah, all these Mandalorian figures, the Remnant Stormtroopers. Man, there's going to be a lot of pictures in here, isn't it? Master Sword replica. Millennia Blade of Miquella. I don't know that. Ooh, this is what I'm excited for. Tekken 8. How awesome is that? I wow, that looks really good. It's wild to see this because they used the fully clothed version of it. I mean, with these jackets. I hope that these jackets are very soft so you can they don't really hinder much. I mean, even with the joints in here, I'm trying to see. Looks like ball waist diaphragm joint, and I hope this jacket overlay really doesn't get in the way of anything. Even has butterfly joints, still like a somewhat of a double jointed elbow, but it can really just do a little bit past 90. And then even Kazuya here, geez, that's a long jacket too. And I hope it's soft enough. But I never thought we would get a Kazuya in his like full on suit. That's really cool. I forgot the name of this. This is from Berserk. So they're still continuing with Berserk characters, which is really cool. I wonder how big this guy's going to be. Not too bad. The offerings were crazy, especially some of the other stuff that they did. I know this it's not on here, but if you guys saw what Tamashi Nations was showcasing, you fully understand. Uh, let's see. I did want to share another. Where is it? Is it this one? It is this one. Um, share this tab. Let's see. All right, who did I miss? Who did I miss? Robert. By the way, I love GI Joe animated, so that's yeah. See, that's a big deal. If you enjoyed the animated, if you enjoyed the cartoon, then of course Super 7 is probably one that really pulled you in. For me, I love the cartoon as well, but I just enjoyed my classified more. Joe, I grabbed a Super 7 Dragon Zord on sale to go with my Super 7 Ultimate Green Ranger. Oh, that's see. If it was on sale, then that's awesome. I wish they would make micro machine scale GI Joe's prices. The micro machine GI Joe prices are too high for 6 inch. Um, Micro machine scale GI Joe. They, I feel like someone made vehicles that size. I remember seeing them at Ollie's. To be honest with you, I don't know who it was, but I remember seeing them at Ollie's. You collected the Godzilla Super 7. Nice. Uh, Brian King just pre ordered some Fresh Monkey Fiction. Nice, man. That's really cool. Manic Mike, $150 for all of the Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain from Super 7. That's a good deal. And they're really big. I don't know if you've ever seen in person the size of the Animaniacs or Pinky and the Brain. They're a big, like a big box. Um, the figure's enormous in there. I wasn't expecting to see something that large from Super 7 for those characters, but they're huge. Let's see. I ordered some Super 7. Did you really? The music lines? That's funny. Uh, Bandai owns the Tekken brand and are barely getting in their own game of figs. Yeah, you're right. They should really put out a lot of stuff because I've been waiting for Soul Calibur figures for a long time, and now that Storm Collectibles is actually putting them out, ah, it's like finally. But then again, Storm Collectibles, it's just the scale is slightly larger, even though they call themselves 1/12 scale. They are definitely larger than a 1/12 scale. Jada has spoiled us forever on the pliable over. Yeah, they did, because that pliable plastic is incredible. It's so good. Can we all agree that we need that we all need a Mythic Legion bear? Yes, I want to. I absolutely want to. Spartan Toy Hunter, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see. So yeah, this whole new wave that was showcased at the Four Horsemen's G Con, which was the Friday before Legion's Con, which they have every year. They showcase a whole new wave for everyone to get excited about. So there's the all in for $550. My God, it's a lot of stuff. There's a 2-pack in there. There's the giant bear. There's a unicorn in here and a minotaur. Jesus Christ. I'm I'm gonna cherry pick because there's only a couple that I want. I think we have until January to order these figures, and if you remember, guys, we won't. I think this is until yeah, it is January, but you have to pay upfront. This is a pay upfront pre-order, so be prepared for that. We have Atlas the Conqueror, barbarian weapons, the bear. Good lord, $85 too. Uh, I'm going to try to pronounce this. Broder of Bjorngar. That's a new Viking elf, I think they are. Uh, Dispatar, which has. This is a pretty cool figure because I thought he had like 4 arms, but he doesn't. He has 2 arms, and on the back of him, that's holding those other weapons, is like this scorpion looking like creature on the back of him. That's so crazy. I don't know the backstory of this, but that is so cool. But he is some kind of creature. I mean, look at his feet. It's so wild looking. Uh, let's see, and then the dwarves, they come in as a 2-pack. Exiles from Under the Mountain. That's actually pretty cool for all the dwarf collectors. I don't have any dwarves. I'm not a dwarf collector. Uh, Apparently, this is like all new, and it's definitely so you could easily army build the crap out of dwarves right there. Manisha Cinderhorn, which I think is a female, but her whole like screams assassin to me. 3 different heads. Oh, it is like a night elf. Look at all the hands. I love how Mythic Legions includes so many hands now. It's incredible. Of course, Soft Goods by C. Jessam. That looks really cool. Oh, I didn't mean to press it that quickly. But here's Regarion. This is an ogre scale. Man, this thing was huge too. Very cool to see. We're seeing. It seems like the accessories, like even the pauldrons, even that hammer, that's reuse, which I expected them to reuse that again. So still cool to see it because I know my ogre scale barbarian, or I forgot what it's called, um, has the same accessories. Nev, this Viking elf, that was like number one. For all of you that know me, you know this is my number one. The bear can come second. This is my number one. Uh, Let me see. Let me go back into here because there is Manic Mike. Give me a Soul Calibur Nightmare. Yes, if Storm Collectibles does Nightmare, that would be incredible. But with Mitsurugi and Taki coming out soon, it should be coming out soon, at least by first quarter next year. I hope that they announce more. I ordered that bear immediately. Art needs a bear to ride and a bear to fight. Yes. uh, I might need 2 or 3 all-ins on that leash. Are you serious? Wow. That's incredible, Pro Alio. That's crazy. The 3 noble bear figures, who are they're really drawing me in. Yes. Uh, that bear shipping is a bummer though. It will be. I understand. Huge debate with me, not taking the plunge, but maybe. See, it's funny. There's a lot of people that I've already heard that their first Mythic Legions figure is going to be this bear, which doesn't surprise me because a lot of people's first Mythic Legions figure was a horse because nothing can compare to the horse at this moment. Um, I know, what was it? Fish Toys is making their horse too. So that could be a very good comparison to the Mythic Legion's horse. That fig reminds me of Yoshimitsu. Oh yeah, I could see that. Uh, JM, what's up, man? You're definitely getting Nev. Yeah. Yojo Jerk, what's up, man? How are you? I think if Mythic Legions was more mainstream, they would be kicking all over. Yeah, see, yeah, I think they like their little corner. That's the thing. Um, I think they're more successful this way. So they, I still love them. It's still great stuff. Nev, Atlas, and the bear might be my intro into the line. I don't blame you, man. I got sucked in 2.5 years ago. I'm still here. The McFarlane horses are trash next to FHM. Yeah, they really are. It's a huge, huge difference. Look at this. This is so nice. Helmeted head sculpt. The the beautiful head sculpt. Look at the hair, the braids that are sculpted into that. When I saw this in person at Legions Con, I was shocked. This was an incredible looking figure. Let's see. Scapular is making a return, but my God, can you believe the amount of detail that's in this figure? So, Scapular was a character from one of the original um, Mythic Legions waves. Didn't look like this, a completely different look. But Jesus Christ, the accessories and the details that are, the paint details that are in here is remarkable. I I don't know what to say about that. There's so much intricacy in this. It's crazy. And of course, look at this. He comes with this robe, just and that whole different masked head sculpt, completely different character, easily. Here's what you get. Oh, it's just a mask. It's a mask to go over the skull. That's really cool. Like I said, there's so much that goes into this. That there's so much going on with this figure. Let's see. Cosmic drew me in. That's cool. I enjoy my cosmic figures. They're really cool. Let's see. Time getting Xena Warrior Princess vibes here. Nev is totally Lagatha from Vikings with that hair. Oh, that's a good point. Manic, you could totally make Xena out of Nev. Just need a few things. Yep. Love my skeleton, so this guy's a must-have for me and all the accessories it comes with. Nice, man. I hope you enjoyed the two-pack. Blowgun for a skeleton. Hey. Let's see. All right. Who's left? Oh, the horse. The horse, which is technically a unicorn. Umbra. The details in everything in here is so crazy. That's unbelievable. As much as I love Mythic Legion's horses, I don't know if I need this particular horse. But it's kind of weird to say when this horse, I believe, goes with Scapular. So I know if I want to get Scapular, I may have to get this horse. May. But again, I am cherry picking out of this wave. And then the last one is Yoshinai Kari, which uses a lot of the Monkey King, a lot of it, but it definitely has its differences. So it still looks really cool. He's not one that I will probably pick up. I don't think I will need a figure like this. But I love this. I love the face sculpt on this. It looks really cool. And then where's the stinking bear? I didn't even go to the bear. So yeah, the bear. They had two on display. One that's on all fours, and then one that was standing up. And the standing up one surprised the crap out of me because I didn't watch the full live stream from GCon, so I wasn't exactly sure what comparisons they were making. But when I saw it on display, I did not know that this bear was that big. I was shocked to see how tall this thing was. So really cool to see it. One and two different head sculpts. It's extremely nice. I wish they showed it with it standing up, but hell, it drew me in. It completely drew me in. So right now, it's Nev and the bear. And that's already a lot because the bears are $85. So, oof, that's a tough one. I would love to have that bear or two of that bear. Let's see. You. Okay. Um, Let me know if you hear an echo because I am trying to fix something that occurred on my screen and now I don't know what I can do to do that. uh, let's see. Not big on the horse. I am the bear. I- Yeah, that was beautiful. Art, you didn't know about the standing bear phase. Yeah, it was a shock when I saw it on display. I was like, oh my God, look what it can do. You should get an all in and then cherry pick from there whatever you don't want. Yeah, but me dropping $600 is not possible. It's absolutely not possible. It's already little bits here and there I can definitely do. But the six that's a tough one. It's extremely tough for me to do that. Oh, let's see. All right, let me get out of this and uh, okay. Let's see if I can work with this. There we go. So I had a couple things open because there was definitely a few. I did open one. I did open this kind of last week, but I wanted to kind of just have it more for this week's show because it's such an awesome figure. And let's see, Vorgus, which is really cool. This was a cool Golden Knight Legion builder, which is actually really nice. And then I have Maestro that I haven't opened in a while, and some Crimson Guards because why not? Thank you to MJ Tree because he was able to find them at the $4.99 price. Really, really, really nice. Okay, so let's see. Start a Patreon or a Discord. Actually, I don't know. I haven't decided on that yet. This has always just been fun for me. So it's really nice of you to think that way. It's a possibility, but I don't know if or when. But I appreciate you saying that, man. Thank you so much. Um, Ed, you are out. I appreciate you stopping by, man. I will talk to you tomorrow. But thank you so much, man. Cocaine Bear pre-order? Hell yes. Why not? That would be really cool. Let's see. So, what should we go for? Great. I didn't even bring my knife. Oh, you know what I forgot to show you guys? Remember, I had trouble because I forgot to get batteries for this thing. So, the last live stream, remember, I picked this up. I picked up the Ray lightsaber, which is absolutely a beautiful lightsaber. It's actually really nice. It's so cool. But I did get the batteries in here. If you guys find this at Ross, I highly recommend that you pick it up because it's a great deal. And this thing is it's much more improved for the blade effects. It's absolutely so much better, and I think it just clicks in from right here, and it actually has a button to work with. This was crazy because I know it does a different. It lights up this way, and it has like a dragging effect. My other lightsabers don't do that. That's what's so crazy. And I think that's you can control that. So it's nice. I I'm very impressed for this being $60. Um, I would definitely recommend it. Absolutely recommend it. Um, I know a lot of people have been finding it, and people are still finding it. So I know if you're looking for it, definitely go out there and look for it because it's actually a really cool lightsaber. Okay, so let's see. this light of mine right here is going to die soon, so it might dim at some point. Um, of course, I didn't get a knife, and now I have to go get a knife, or I could just use my fingernail. You guys know I'm not one to rip open a box, but I'm just saying this is what I got to do. Ugh. Okay, so I know. I think what I said. I think I now have four of these or five of these. Thank you again, NJ Tree, because this is pretty crazy to finally see these, or for at least someone that I know that actually got them for the 490 prime price. Absolutely incredible. I mean, and come to and God, that it frustrates the crap out of me that when I did get these were I paid the regular price for them because I was like, these things would be so difficult to find. Um, I had to order it the moment I saw that it was available for order, and next thing you know, they start showing up at Ollie's for 4.99, which is absolutely ridiculous for them to just come out of nowhere and start selling this particular figure for 4.99. It's insane. I haven't played around with my Crimson Guards in a while, so it's always new to me on the the accessories that it comes with, and I'm just looking at it like, oh, this came with that. I didn't even realize it. Jeez, something just flew out of there. Uh, so, oh, I love that. I love that we got something like that, and we have our magazine, and of course, once again, I love how we can put all of the accessories on a figure. Where am I? Yep, there we go. Let's see. What did I miss? Oh, here we go. Use your house keys as you. Yeah, if I had my house keys, I would. Uh, Grapevine NG Tree went to 3. Uh, Wish I could have gotten cheap Crimson Guards. My 2 were full. Ollie's couldn't find them. Yeah, JM, I know. They were nowhere to be found in our area. Like, it's wild where we just kept looking over and over and over. We couldn't find them. This, I believe. Yep, there's that nice port that you can put right there. And handgun. This huge knife, which is really cool. And it's got like a snake head on on the butt end of it. And I know we can do this too. I guess we'll do it this way. See? It's so much better that we can just carry everything. I love that. Absolutely love that. Now I know this is different from the retro carded one. I think the mask has like a silver plated mask, but hell, these are Crimson Guards for $5. I would absolutely do that. Let's see. Crimson Guards going to clearance stores makes no sense. They are awesome. It doesn't. It's just funny. I guess it was just based upon the wave that it was in. The dragging effect on sabers are really. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That's a really cool effect on that. Art figures like Grunt, Dusty, Shipwreck, their heads work on the Crimson Guards also. Yes, that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome to hear. Such a cool looking figure. What is this? Did I miss something? Okay, so for those of you guys that have Crimson Guards, because I don't know, but what is this hole used for? Am I missing something? Can I place something there that I don't see or that... Nope. Nope, not that I know of. Well, there you go. And I want to open Maestro. So Maestro was from Dante of Infinity Equation. He was letting go of some figures. I paid for this, by the way, so that's why I'm very happy. Oh yeah, Pegasword into. Thank you, Four Feathers. Jesus, I forgot you could do that on this, on the backpack. I always pegged it on the belt, and I never realized it was on the backpack also. I remembered I had this one when it first came out, and then I was going through a lot of Marvel Legends and just selling a lot of it off, and he was one of them. So I remember selling him off. I did regret it, but Dante gave me a good deal, so I said, "What the hell? He's coming back in," because most of my Marvel Legends are comic figures anyway. So comes with a pair of fists that I probably won't ever use unless I'm using some kind of action shot. But this is just a Hulk figure. I wish he came with an extra head sculpt. But you know what? Still works. I know that he should have boots. He really should have boots. But there's no other figure that I could try to... I don't think there's another figure that has boots that we could swap out his legs. But even if we were to swap out his legs, man, we would have to do a lot of work to swap that out. That's the hard part. But he definitely has a presence on the shelf for villains. I think um, it'll definitely work out where I have, all my villains on the shelf and stuff like that. Robert, if that Maestro had boots, I'd say awesome. Yes. See, as is, he's a hill with an altered head. Maestro's a nice fig, one to rock and one to step. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, I forgot you do that. I got Maestro at $23 at GameStop last year. See, that's awesome. Great deal, man. Let's see. Okay. Easy enough. Easy opening. He's going to go well on the shelf. Looks great. And, man, the size of that. That's pretty cool. Really, really cool. Let's see. Vorgus. We'll try and get this out of the way because Vorgus. So Vorgus Vermilius. This says 2 on there because this is the second version, and this was the day one exclusive for Legions Con. And the first of all, getting the original Vorgus is extremely difficult, or you just need a lot of money to buy it. So for them to do a version 2 that comes with alternate head sculpts as well as this beautiful soft goods cape, man, this soft goods cape is huge, really cool. So let's see, we have here, we have this awesome, like, axe looking weapon, uh, a staff. Oh, this staff technically is a spear because here's the spearhead that you can attach to it. We have the vampire alternate head sculpt, which is really cool, and of course um, the shoulder armor right there. So we'll take that out. And there's a lot of sharp parts to this character. And as always, we make a lot of noise when we're doing this live stream because of all the unboxing that I do. That is quite the head sculpt right there for a vampire. These are removable, so you can interchange if you'd like to. And we also have this vampire head sculpt, but it's translucent. So that's actually really, really cool. And then, of course, we have a sword. Nicely detailed. And the figure itself. So let's see. Twisty ties. 4 feathers. Not always are, not with these prices as of lately, hence why I gotta play a luck game. Yeah. I get it. Let's see. So there he is by himself. There's a lot of intricate paint lines on here. It's incredibly detailed. But let's see. Look at this cape. Why are you taking so long to to go through? This cape has these like long tendril areas, which is actually pretty cool. And there, you can see how CJ did this because each of these has its own wire sewn in. It's a really cool design. And let's see how we're gonna put this thing on. Yeah, I saw Bill got injured. He got injured with trying to mess with this figure, which is funny. Let's see. I know there's 4 different loops on this thing, so you got to loop them some in certain areas, and then the loops back here we'll have to use. Let's see if I can do this. I'm kind of just like hovering over where the camera is, and it feels awkward as hell doing it like this, but I will do my best to try and fit this on with the pauldron pieces so that way it's supposed to look like it's supposed to in a way, and I already feel like I stabbed my finger. And I think as long as I have, well, let's see if I can loop this in because the first one actually went pretty easy. Now this one's giving me hell. Yep, there we go. Nope, you do not want. All right, I'm going to take you off. That was hard enough trying to hover over this camera and put it on there. And now, if I can pop this on the way it should go on, then it should work pretty well. And of course, the other one popped out, so that sucks. All right. You're both in, and the other two got looped out. So that'll be difficult, but you kind of get the gist of what I was trying to do. Definitely more intimidating with this cape on. And man, you can just let this thing flow because of all the different. It's like a spawn cape where all the tendrils just start coming at you if you were able to pose it the way you want to pose it. Much of a difference with the cape. It's very cool because the colors are really nice. It's a very maroon, like a very dark red, and it's got all these red highlights on there that make it. The red highlights on there really make it pop there. I mean, it's called blood armor, so this looks really good with this cape on. It's a big difference. Definitely a big difference from that. Um, I hate the cutty plastic packaging, whatever, yeah, right, whatever pops up. Not just one company. I stabbed my finger uh, on a figure tonight, so I feel your pain. Mine was also a night figure. Jeez, yeah, it's crazy. Uh, Live wired cape posing with Archie. Nah, it's not really posing, but you guys get the gist of what we could make. Because I know, where's this sword? Where's no? There's a sword. I had different things. You know what? You know what it is? The Valiant Knight figure really spoils you when it comes to posing knights from Mythic Legions. It is a beautiful figure to pose around with. It's definitely very cool. And I always wanted a Vorgus figure because it was so unique with that red armor. And this is completely updated, and it's really cool to see the difference that was made for this particular character. Vorgus is kind of a mix of Guts Berserker armor and the Dracula Untold look. Oh yeah, yeah, I could see that. Now, this guy, the Gold Knight 2. So 2 because there was a Gold Knight before. Uh, this is part of the reinforcements wave, second reinforcements wave. So there's definitely, I guess, depending upon how you build your knights in your collection. The gold one was very unique, and I thought it would look very cool among the other knights that I have, so that's why I picked it up. And to be honest, $30 isn't that bad for Mythic Legions, so I decided to pick it up because that's a great price for for $30 on this figure. There you go. The light went out. Um, let's see. Here is the knight in which, yeah, his feet. I kind of mess with his feet a bit. Stand up. But he does come with this bag of stuff. Uh, I'm very surprised that it does come with a silver a silver shield, or iron shield, I should say. But I guess to have a contrast in it, the weapons are all silver. Of course, we have your typical belt, the armor. He's got a plume, which is actually really cool. So you can add this plume on the top. So we could do this head sculpt And if you actually have other colored plumes from other knights, you could use that too. Or we have this head sculpt, which I might like this head sculpt more. This head sculpt looks really nice. And I'll try to change the heads out. Oh, I popped the neck out. Let's see. There we go. Pop that in. Yeah, I love that. That looks cool. And of course, we need to add some more armor pieces. There we go. Got the shoulder armor in. It looks good. So, with Legion builders, very little paint. Very little paint. So, of course, we can definitely add some paint to this, to the gold. If we wanted to have some contrasting colors, we can definitely add some paint to this. It's a lot that you can mess with. There, you can see all the details that are in the armor. So we can add a lot of silver because there's a lot of buckles and what do I want to call these? The rivets that are in here. You can add all of that just to make it pop a little bit, but it looks great. This gold color looks really good. And of course, we have his weapons. We have a sword we could put on his belt if we wanted to, or because he does have a spear, and I like the spear too. So even if I were to put on his belt, I feel as if I don't know if I can really. Yeah, I don't want to pop that off for the moment, but you could utilize this belt to hold the sword. And I did just mess with the shield, so I'm going to put the shield on him just to see. Uh, let's see. What is that? Joe, the new guts is bad. I'm hearing can't hold a dragon slayer. Um, I We'll see because I did get that figure. It's coming in soon, so I will definitely open it during a live stream, and then we'll play around with it and see how that figure is. I know it's a good sculpt and everything, but I hope the guts figure isn't as bad as I've been hearing. So we should see. Now, granted, I got guts through sideshow.com and I had points through sideshow.com. I used all my points to pay for that figure. So I'm hoping because I didn't really put out any money for it. I used my points. So I hope it's still a good figure. Joe, yeah, I forgot where I heard that, but I heard similar, Greg. Whenever they put the sword up, the hand pop. Yeah, yeah, I know. When it comes to figure arts, depending upon how the sculpt was made or how the joints were done, sometimes the weight of something does not, it definitely doesn't help at all. Let's see. Greg, gold can use brown, silver, bronze, black, and some best. Yep. Joe from Kitbat. Oh, did he? Yeah. So Joe knows what he's talking about. Let's see. So the Valiant Knight, probably one of the most popular knight figures right now. Let's see. Here's a sword. Let me show you guys. So this is what I'm talking about. So we just opened a Legion builder. Jesus. We opened a Legion builder. He does come with alternate head weapons, which is really cool. We could probably see the differences once I get the rest going on. The Valiant Knight is a much different build versus this one. You could see here, it's got a thinner torso. It's bag of weapons, and huge difference, very huge difference. Look at all the hands we get in this figure versus this one. It's a lot of hands. So many expressive hands too, which is awesome. Because we have this right there. He's got gripping hands right now, but he finally, they come with fists, which is cool. This is another gripping type hands. And here is more expressive hands, which is nice. And we got this flail, which is awesome. And this is a neck peg, which neck pegs, this is why it's so cool. This has a hinge to it. Mythic Legions never had hinges on neck pegs. And how I could show you is with this one. Jeez, camera. The neck peg, if I can pop this guy off. I think the neck pegs were always just one piece, and there was enough room for the head to tilt around. There you go. Jeez. Normally, the neck doesn't come with the head, come off with the head. But as you can see here, there's the difference. It's just one solid ball versus this one that actually has the joint in it. Let's... Well, this... Yep. This one, I mean, we could get the tilt on their heads. The tilts are still nice, but what's cool is how much you can maneuver the neck downward now, so we can really look down, which is very, very cool to see, including up. Up was a big deal. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to just swap out some hands and get some more expressive hands so we can mess around with posing this figure around. Because I guarantee you, the pose that I make with this figure, I more than likely cannot do on this knight figure. So let's see. Wonderful little sword. Very much including, let me see if I can move this around. I'm going to take his shield off just so we could see what kind of a difference we can do with this. So I'm going to pose the gold knight first. Oh, pop the hand off. Let's see. And what's worse, the gold knight doesn't have expressive hands. So I know if I just pose like this, just a simple pose, just something that we can mess around with. I'll do the same thing with this guy, and we shall see how much of a difference. 'Cause this is nuts. There we go. It's definitely, I don't know if you can really see it like that. Let's mess with it like this. I don't know. How well can you see that? Valiant Knight is basically an advance of the Necron. Yes, that is true. You can definitely go lower on this figure in a stance like that. I can't I can't do much more than what I have over here. Even with I can't hold the sword. Nope. I can't hold the sword with two hands on this figure. Man, it that's as far as the hands are gonna go for this guy. But if I were, I guess if I grab another gripping hand, let's see. This isn't a long sword too, so I'm gonna try to pretend that this is. Look at that. Grip with two hands. And if I mess with this, that's as far as I can really get his hands together. I can force it. I can absolutely try to force it, but it'll it'll still feel a little weird to force that on there. There's a huge difference, and man, even bending down for him to bend that much versus you, that's as far as I can bend. I love this. This figure is awesome. And I'm pretty sure I could go over his head too. I think that'll be a huge, huge win with the way you can really mess with this figure. It's very cool. Very cool. I hope a lot of people pick this figure up when it comes up next year. Uh, let's see. Is there a comic or movie on the Mythic Legions? There is a comic that they had. It was a while ago when it would be available from the Four Horsemen website, but I don't think they have it available at the moment. But to be honest, a lot of the lore is everything is on the packaging. You can read a lot of the details of the characters on the box itself. Um, yep. So everything you want to see is on the box itself. But oh, Hanger 42, thanks for stopping by. Um, there isn't really everything Mythic Legions is all of the Four Horsemen's stuff. So they had one comic. It was like a trade paperback, and that was only sold through the Four Horsemen. So it wasn't distributed anywhere. It was just through the Four Horsemen. But you can read a lot of it on their website. If you go on the Four Horsemen website, you will see a lot of that stuff. Um, but it's still pretty cool. I mean, and to be honest, the lore of Mythic Legions is actually really, really cool. So I would highly suggest if you want to learn about it, pick up a couple figures and you'll learn a lot about the characters and the different races and what's going on in the world of mythos, which is actually really, really cool. If not, and you just like knights or orcs or demons or dwarves or elves, they're still great. You can create your own storyline and it'll be just as amazing as whatever you can do with them. Nolan Collects. What is up, man? That's awesome of you to stop by. How are you? Uploading my video now. Yeah, man. That's great. Your trailer was awesome. Your trailer was really cool. You had all the time in the world to record so much stuff. I saw you just moving everywhere from table to table, recording everything that you could. I can't imagine your haul. I really can't. I'm sure your haul is amazing, but I can't wait to see your video. If you guys want to see a cool Legions Con video, I'm sure when Nolan puts it up, it's going to be incredible. 1.5 hours long. You should break that up. You really should break that up. But if for those of anyone that wants an hour and a half, damn, I can't wait to see it though. To me, they just seem like basic figures with borrowed themes. No offense to anyone who likes them. No, no, none taken, man. Look, like I said, myself included, I don't know much about the lore. What I love is the detail, the sculpt, the paint, everything that you get out of Mythic Legions as an action figure. And I love knights and I love like demons and things like that. So they have a little place in my collection. So no offense, none taken. You're perfectly fine. It's Mythic Legions or Cosmic Legions isn't for everybody. Um, it's just very cool to have these type of figures in my collection. That's really all it is. I enjoy them very well. I mean, the paint detail on some of these figures is absolutely phenomenal. So whether you try them or not, it's up to you. But by all means, if I would recommend this over this one, even though this one's cheaper, these are like $30 versus this one was $40. This one, the articulation on this one is superior over the other one. So the improvements on this one is that much better. Let's see. It's intern and G-Con. Oh my god. You lumped that all in one video. Wow. Fair enough. Yeah, man. Let's see. 1.5 hours of figures. Where do I send them? Exactly, right? Art gotta go. Last question. Did you get to find any of the newer Joes like Ripper and Buzzer? I have not. I was hoping to stumble across them at Targets this past week, but nope, no go. Maybe this week we'll see. I would love to stumble across them. It's not like I don't want any of them. I definitely want them, but damn, that would be a huge purchase if I were to find them out of nowhere. It's gonna be crazy. Uh, did I miss somebody? Oh, Ratface. James, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see. All right, so we got that. This is cool. I mean, I even love even the kneeling pose on this figure. I really like it. Where's that expressive hand that I had? Uh, was it this one? No, we'll use this one. Um, I was messing around with this before, and this, I I wish I had bought another one, but I knew it was only like one per person at the time, and then it got lifted. So I know I had a particular. These getting expressive hands on this is so good. We've never had expressive hands on Mythic Legions before. So finally getting them, by all means, that's a great deal to me. Yep. Yep. You'll get there. Uh, okay. Let's see. It's 10:55. We're almost at the 11 o'clock mark. I don't. I'm trying to think. Did I really have? I did. I did have some pickups, but I know it's for the toy hunts that I have in. I think tomorrow. Yeah, the toy hunt video for tomorrow, as well as the toy hunt that I should have scheduled for this weekend, like Saturday or Sunday. So I know we're gonna go through a lot of that. Um, I will probably post up some of my leftovers from Legion's Con for anyone that may want to buy um, the flame effects that I had. Uh, I know I still have. They didn't sell over the weekend. I'm gonna grab it for you. Maybe I could kind of show you on the table what I had. So this guy, I know, Four Feathers. You saw this, and anyone else like Pro Olio. This was like my flame wall that I had going. I This was one of my favorites that I made. This was a larger piece, of course. So of course this was more money than the basic ones that I had, but this does light up in several areas. This is what I made during, or not during, for Legion's Con. You can kind of see how this lights up for a large like explosion that you could get from your, like if you were going to do like a toy photography piece or something like that. So I know in the background shot, I always use this type of flame for like a movie walking effect, like walking in the background effect. So you could see something like that where it kind of just shoots out and you can just have something going on. I always enjoyed these blast effects that I made, and I know making a lot of the toy photography pics, they were so much fun to do with these effects in the background. Um, let's see. Did you get any older figures at the Four Horsemen table? What were the older figures? Because I was stuck, as you know. I was absolutely stuck at my table, so I have no idea what was at the Four Horsemen table. When I got to the Four Horsemen table, it was at the end of Saturday where the exhibitors were allowed to purchase. So I was actually able to buy this guy because he was still available. Um, and I bought, uh, did I buy anything else? Oh, yeah. And I bought the Gold Knight. That was it. That's all I bought outside of the exclusive. So, what were the older figures at the Four Horsemen table? That's what I get excited for when I see the older figures that are at the table. It I absolutely love it when I find stuff like that. But I have no idea. I have no idea what was there. So you would have to tell me what were the older figures. Let's see. Expressive hands existed in hands packs, but Poxus Wave had them. Yes, you are correct. I wish too that they always included them, but I never grabbed the hand packs because I never had the figures for those hand packs. That was the problem. Let's see. To be honest, it was random. Saw Hagnons. Oh, really? Oh, Thalon was in there. That's pretty cool. Or female orc legion builders. The orcs, man, that's awesome. Especially for you, that's awesome. Right? Just, if I had his feet properly stanced, it would have been fine. Yeah, just something like that. That's cool. I got Zarya at their table. Oh, see, Zarya, that's cool too. Bro, Alio was in line and he got Zarya. That's really good. Zarya is that the red female demon, right? Is that am I right on that? Yeah. So I have this guy, this big piece that I really enjoy. I loved it for like GI Joes or Action Force. That's what I really liked it. And then I had a lot of other stuff. Uh, red female demon. Yes, that's cool. I got that red female demon from Zolocon. The Zolocon had they were just surprisingly at the table, so I picked one up. This year, of course, I picked that one up. Yeah. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, I may put this up. I don't know yet. I like this. I could use it for my own pictures and stuff. Um, but yeah, this has been great. I we hit the 11 o'clock. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me in my Monday night live stream. Talking toys, opening figs. We will definitely have a lot more figs to open next week because I know with the toy hunts, I have a lot to go over. Um, Legions Con was my last toy show this year of 2023. So next year is going to be a lot more shows than I can think of. But I had a blast at Legions Con. Legions Con was incredible. So can't wait to do it next year. Like I told you guys earlier, I am doing it next year. So this is going to be crazy. I'm gonna I'm gonna be busy making a lot of stuff for this show. Okay, so appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Even if you were just here to stop by and say hi, I greatly appreciate it. But make sure you hit the like button on the way out. We will see what it's ToyCon. Joe, I don't know. I I don't think I'll be able to make it. I really don't. If I do, then it will be a surprise visit. I'll just tell you that right now. So I don't think I'll be able to make it, but it could be a surprise. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hit the like button on the way out. We will still have the live stream next Monday. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. Be safe out there. Good luck on your toy hunts because there has been a lot more new stuff. Spider-Man Wave, GI Joes, they're all showing up this week. So and last week. But good night, guys. I'll see you next time.